Welcome to a new episode of the Crypto Spendthrift Podcast. As always, we go straight into it. Coin Watch. Bitcoin's steadily rising to that target goal of 5K, but we're kind of hitting the occasional stagnation. But I definitely expect 5K to hit within before the end of the year. I don't think we're going to hit another market issue. This Bitcoin debate's kind of fizzling down to one obvious side being dominant, so that should be over soon. Bitcoin Cash kind of dying in a lull. Ethereum still maintaining that around 300 price point. Don't expect it to ball out anytime soon. Just kind of wait there until Bitcoin starts increasing at a higher rate. And Monero's surprisingly still stuck at 90 despite decent amount of activity. I guess Monero's being less utilized by black market forces than I believe, so Monero's just kind of more stagnant than expected. And Neo's surviving the Chinese wave because the most legit Chinese coin, kind of dodging the native news and regulation because I guess how they have the context to be able to kind of navigate the legal sphere pretty fast compared to other people. It's 33, pretty much double. It's been pretty volatile, the Chinese news, but it's kept happening and doubling. But I expect Neo to maintain, unless some more crazy Chinese news, which will probably die down and come right back up. And then last up for already out coins is still looking at Chainlink. I really don't expect it to do crazy until a month, like end of the month, middle of the month. But right now it's doing a decent amount, hovering in the upper 30s, lower 40s after it got pumped to like 50 cents. Yeah, I expect it to stay there until their conference mid-October, I think. Well, yeah, onwards the second special section day. Well, a special section, which is the ICO watch section, because I have a friend from the UK who has been going crazy for these two upcoming ICOs, or two past ones. I think they're both past. But he has been hyping up to me that when he gets these coins, they were another pair of long-term ones. And the first one he keeps talking about is Wanchain, which is the Chinese equivalent to Chainlink, really. And I'm not really believing the hype on that one, considering since it's Chinese, it's hard to know kind of what's happening news-wise, like everything. Some of it comes out in Chinese way before it comes out in English. Plus, I don't know where they sit regulation-wise. So, even if I could have been in that ICO, I'm not sure how I'd risk it like my friend did. Probably come out on top in the short term, but I don't know if the long term it's safe. Next up, he mentioned was Power, which is pretty sure is a decentralized exchange for one end, but I don't know. At first, he was telling me how he was just gonna dump this one, but now he's slowly convinced that it's more long-term viable, since for whatever reason he's discovered that the wasn't a useless token application like most ICOs. And this one I kind of just glanced at, didn't really pay much attention to, but it looked pretty. Just a decentralized exchange was the main thing I saw. But I'm keeping an eye on both of these. This guy is usually decent head for the short term at least. But keep you updated if these are actually like worth it. I'm really skeptical on the first one. The other one I'm kind of like neutral about, mainly because it was just didn't have an appeal, didn't stand out. Alright, and time for the news. Goldman Sachs interested in a Bitcoin trading service. So this is a very different reaction from many other financial services that I have spoken up in the past couple month or two. Mostly it's been negative, but this is a pretty neutral to positive reaction from them, which kind of leans on the fact that during a conference in Dublin, some banks actually struck an optimistic tone for blockchain technology. Not exactly fully Bitcoin, but Bitcoin was acknowledged. But as you can see, the underlying technology is actually really interesting for financial services, which also leads into this other news of new banks joining this UBS backed blockchain trade finance platform. Basically 3 news articles in a row saying how banks are more open and really at least have their eye on Bitcoin and blockchain technology. So keep that in mind, and if you're thinking about buying more Bitcoin, the institutional players are publicly showing their interest now. Next up, Hong Kong's Tidebit experiencing hard influx of mainlander Chinese users. So, despite China really clamping down on crypto, they've been running away to Hong Kong and I guess surviving there. So, Chinese activity obviously wasn't gonna die instantly. It'll have to be snuffed out, and until then, Hong Kong and maybe even Taiwan will become kind of a runaway when Chinese traders or investors need a place to go, or a place they can actually withdraw their crypto. And the final article was not really a news article, but an interesting article that I read, considering this was also a topic I was discussing with my friend, and it was running nodes. In my eyes, this is the obvious evolution of crypto from mining to running nodes. And the Merkle article, this is someone saying how running a node was actually profitable for them, but know that running nodes are also what helps the network basically survive. So check out the article. It really just goes over how in this specific case you had a return on investment for doing a thing that contributes to the community too. Well, the community of whatever coin you were running. And it was a pretty positive profit from this specific situation. They're not super detailed, so I wouldn't really say it was a normal outcome, because it could have been while Monero was pumping that helped get the profit like 4 times the investment cost. But still, really get into like learning how to set up a node, because I've noticed many newer coins have been going the route of kind of having a node system to support its network rather than anything else. And that is it for today's episode of the Crypto Spin Thrift podcast. As you can probably hear, I'm kind of sick, which is why this is gonna be late posting, but it was done. So see Monday, and hopefully I'm less sick.